is from Yonex, and it's from their Aerus series, which is also their lightweight series. It's a video that's sponsored by Badminton Point, which is a company located in France. If you want to check out their products, you can go to badmintonpoint.com, and if you decide to buy something, you can use my code and get a discount at checkout. Great, let's get to it. This is a review about this beautiful little shoe. The brand is Yonex, and the series is generally known for being very, very light. And when that's it, it's actually very, very light. Here you can find me putting on the shoe and doing some casual footwork around on the court. Take a look. The shoe is a combination of a very modern design and the quality and functionality of a top-tier badminton shoe. What you will quickly recognize about this shoe is that it is very light, the weight when putting these shoes on, because they only weigh 270 grams. I would like to point out the pros of this shoe. The shoe does come with an excellent grip towards the surface, which is of course important when moving around on the court. You feel very stable while moving fast, and it also feels very comfortable on my foot, and there is plenty of space to my toes as well. So my toes functionality is at maximum, which is very important for a badminton shoe. You have so many muscles in your toes, so they need full functionality to perform at their greatest. And the inside of the shoe is very soft, and it actually feels like my foot is resting on some kind of pillows while using the shoe. And that feels very, very nice. Of course, I will have to address the lightness of the shoe. It sits at only 270 grams. This gives you an advantage in maneuverability and your ability to move fast, because the shoe's weight is so low. And then I need to talk about the design, because I simply love this black design. This black, and then of course there is this white logo, and it looks stunningly. That's a very nice job you did there. I really love the innovation of go away from this rubber color and begin to do something else with the bottom of the shoe. And here's black. I love that. It also gives you a very solid grip, even though you're not using the bottom of the shoe. All of this extra layer of blackness you can see around here on the shoe will actually support you when you're moving on the side of the shoe. So that's also clever thinking. The shoe feels very breathable, which of course gets the heat out much faster, and your feet will not get wet and warm, and you'll get all of these blisters. There's nothing of this, because they are very well ventilated. The matches I played with these shoes on, I felt myself being really, really fast, and I also feel very stable. So even though I could move faster towards the corners, I also felt very stable when I landed, and that's because of the solid grip this had towards the ground. So that's two things that kind of have to be aligned, if that makes sense. So if you create a shoe that makes you able to move fast, you kind of need to apply some good brakes on the shoe as well, and you did a perfect job here, Yonex. So thanks for that. Basically, my feeling was that my game improved by using the shoe, because the enhanced ability to move fast and the enhanced ability to feel more stability when using it. I actually feel like the shoe does exactly what you can expect from this series, but I think it actually does do a little bit more, since it gives you this enhanced stability. I think Yonex did a better job than expected when it comes to the stability and grip around the shoe. And especially when you try these shoes on, the inside of it really feels comfortable. But what about the cons of this shoe? In my opinion, we are very close to a very perfect shoe here, but it lacks something that I think that is crucial for a badminton shoe of this quality. So it is basically a shoe that is meant for top-tier badminton. I can surely feel that. I have to point out the lack of shock absorption in this shoe. It might actually feel a bit tough when moving around, especially on your heels. And because badminton is a sport where you have to jump, it creates a lot of shocks, and that's something I would love them to improve in the next series of this Aerus. And that made me wonder, they made the shoe so light to a point where it doesn't have to be lighter now. You simply have to focus on making it better to absorb shocks. I know it has this black around here, it's a different material, but it's very hard, and if that's what the cushioning should be, then this, each time I hit the ground, goes directly up to my ankle, my spine, hip, knee, and all of that. I'm a bit worried about getting an injury in the long run by using this shoe. So that's just for me. But it is a world-class shoe, I have to say that, but I just need to point this out. But anyway, I would recommend this shoe because it is a top-tier badminton shoe, and you'll definitely feel like you are going to improve your game when using it. It is so light, and it has a very excellent grip, and you feel very stable when using the shoe. It actually makes me feel much faster when using it on. The design is stunningly black and gives your feet an overall very nice feel, and it comes with a great fit, so it's so nice to have your feet in this shoe. You just have to keep in mind there is something about the shock absorption of this shoe that doesn't feel quite perfect if you're going to jump or being explosive all of the time. I just want you to remember that it is a top tier shoe. It is the players from the top elite level around the world is using this shoe, so of course it is a good shoe, just not quite my favorite. This video was sponsored by badmintonpoint.com, and you can go to their site to see even more products, and if you decide to buy something, you can use my code and you will actually get a discount. Thanks for watching.